Hello and welcome back to your new happy place. Today I'd like to do a pick a card reading, and this is a really fun one actually. An expanded view of your assignments or your excuse me, your mission. I was corrected. Actually, we'll look into that in your reading. I also have a quote here from Walt Disney that I was led to write. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. So we're going to do a pick a card. I have some numbers here. We have to help you make your selection. Number one, we have Berkana. And this is the rune that the name of it is Swan. Berkana. Number 18, which is interesting because we have also, and I picked one oracle to show as well, the Queen of the Moon, the Void. See what the light is here. Oh, I'm sorry. We are working on the lighting scenario here. But it is the void, and it's the dark moon, number one. So, if that helps you make your selection, that's number one. Number two, we have the rune of Gebo. And Gebo is gift, number 7. The card that you have, pile number 2, is number 21, resilience, which I think is really interesting going with the gift rune, especially with an expanded view of your assignment, as it were. So number 3, we have the rune of destiny, and the name of this beautiful rune is Perdho. It is number 14 in the alphabet. We have with that another beautiful combination. Number 20 from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, beauty. Wow. We have some really interesting and intelligent otherworldly combinations here, and I'm really excited. I'm going to pull archetypes on the reading itself. I'm excited. So please, by all means, go ahead and pick your pile, and I will see you at your reading. Hello there, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. And again, this is going to be the expanded view of your assignments. So from what I understand this reading to be, the way that I got it was, we're going to look at, just briefly, where you understand your assignment to be up until now, which has been also added to, I had written your mission, and then I heard mission, as in the energy that we emit being more important than having a mission as far as an externally driven one, which I thought was fantastic. Okay, so that's where we are. We're going to go again from just an idea of where you have understood your mission to be up until now, and we're going to do a spread on the expanded view of that going forward. So, and this is just going to be the next level look at where you're going from here. As far as what the universe wants you to know. So I'm excited. First time I've ever done a reading like this. So you have the rune of, again, Berkana here, and it means swan. So it's the aspect of beauty, the divine feminine, mothering, nurturing, not mothering in a bad way, the mother stuff, the nurturing, bringing life to something and having it flourish. That's what am I trying to say? The beauty of that feminine aspect, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some cards because I'm already tongue-tied with the possibilities, I think. Wow. I'm loving this reading already. All right, pile 1. So we have, as you know, the void. And we have a reflection, so there's not really much I can do with that lighting. So we have the void, which is number 1, the long moon. which I thought was kind of funny because I haven't looked at these either, but the long moon, number one, with the Berkana rune of the divine feminine aspect of mothering. It's almost like, and please take this the right way, but it's like the scene is set for like, if not inception, then bringing birth to something, if you see where I'm going with this. So I'm excited. Excuse me, let me go ahead and take a sip of water. It's again throat clearing season. Excuse me. Okay, so we have, wow, from the mystical shaman, we have the crow in reverse. Now the crow is all about the truth, messages of the truth. In reverse, it's more of a be careful of self-delusion. Excuse me. Be careful of self-delusion. As far as it being very important that the highest truth is the one that you aim for, within and without. You know, it's like the next level of truth, right? All right, what do we have from your, oh, you have two, okay. From the Awake Oracle, you have Dance. Cool. And Nourish and Flourish, cool. I love when there's confirmation right away, even just with the Oracle cards. All right, y'all, you have two. How do you want to do this? Let's do this. Dance in the Void. Know the truth and nourish and flourish. I love that. Wow. It's exciting. It's exciting. What do we have here? We have from the White Light Oracle, number 23, Beta of Spirit Wolf, which is all about your intuition, your instincts, the resilience, inner strength that comes from knowing how yourself speaks to you. You know, knowing how again, how yourself speaks to you, how your intuition works, how your instincts work, knowing that you can trust in yourself to be able to know what you need to know when you need to know it, right? So, with the archetypes, excuse me, let me take one more sip. Thank you. With the archetypes, first, I'm going to, now I have thoroughly shuffled these, just in fascination with the concept alone, with this expanded view. But the first one I'm going to ask the universe for is going to be something that shows us a sort of a bounce off point. Again, like I said earlier, where you're coming from, where you are today before this message. So, thank you very much. Great and wonderful, all that is, was, or ever will be. We're setting us up with some expanded views of our assignment. Love this. Fantastical, yeah? All right, and this is going to be, again, you up until right now. The healer. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love that. What a place to begin, yeah? Okay. We're going to, I think, put you right here. That way you can see it as well. Thank you. Pile 1 always gets the distribution of cards, right? So now I'm going to move her. And we're going to get a few more archetypes. And this is going to be more of a projection of where you're going. And it looks, like I said so far, the neighborhood of potential, really. You're being asked to dance into the void. The field of anything is possible, the longest night, right? With a very high standard for the truth, the highest truth. Internally, externally, and every which way you go going forward, with an attitude of nourish and flourish, because you can trust your instincts and your intuition, and it's wow. This is a beautiful, beautiful trust scenario. coming from the healer. Okay, I'm excited. All right, the self on this forward trajectory. The king. Wow, what an archetype to start out with. And that makes sense considering you already know you're a healer. That's holding that power in your hands in the best, absolute best universal way. You're getting a high compliment from the universe here. Most definitely. Move some stuff. All right, wonderful. We are starting out with the king in hand. I'm sorry, the king as the self. That makes it easier to dance, yeah? And where are we going, please? The nectar, the manna from heaven, the stuff of all good things, yeah? Liquid awesome. Okay, now that you know how to heal, you certainly have an idea of what that could entail. And what do we have in hand as a tool for this new idea of the expanded view? The lover. And I am so on the ums right now because I don't even really know how to express the question because it's so magnanimous to me. It's beautiful. The lover is what you have in hand. Look at that gorgeous treasured pearl, a golden pearl, right where her throat chakra will be. Talk about divine feminine. I mean, this card and this rune and this lighting, I mean, the nectar, wow. You are an amazingly in tune self. You really are. I mean, these cards are magnanimous. It's really nice to meet you. And why, please? The offering, how beautiful. Okay, here's an offering. Looks like there's more for you to do, which is exactly where I was hoping. Excuse me. I might have to take another sip of water. Is exactly where I was hoping this reading would go. I think that's so beautiful. And pardon me, I'm just going to pause for one moment so I can get a sip. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I had a little coughing moment. All right, so we have our archetypes. What's on the bottom? Oh my, apocalypsis. Well, we definitely can use this particular expanded view of yourself. It looks like you're going to have a lot to, like you do have a lot to offer, and it's just going to expand from here. This is so beautiful. The self is the king, going into the nectar, going into the realm of the void and the truth, and what really makes the plants grow and what makes people thrive. This is a very well advanced collective. Whomever has clicked on this reading is beautiful. Sincerely beautiful. I think I want to read the crow little portion about this big medicine for you. They call it medicine. Excuse me. When a card is in reverse. And I think it has a lot to do with this as your underlying apocalypsis. Apocalypsis is the archetype that refers to like becoming aware of deception, untruths or conspiracy or, you know, sort of that amalgamation of information that may or may not, like the soup of yeah. So let me go ahead and read that crow for you, please. Hang on 1 second. That is 13. There we go. Let's do this. And I want to knock them all down. Thank you. Hi, kitty. This is North Star. She rescued me from the Walmart clearance aisle on the day that I started this channel. I love her. Okay, so here is the crow, number 13. Let me put it in his hands. Sorry about that. There we go. again, learning curve. I really do appreciate the support, you guys. Thanks for the likes, subscribes. If you haven't, please consider. All right, so here we go. The crow. Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of the truth. The law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. The winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. Now the medicine. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the one in the realm of relative, and while, let me start over. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. Wow. Okay. And we are starting out with the void where, it's really up to you what you give credence to. And that makes sense with the nectar, considering that is the highest truth. These stuff up. But it looks like you're coming in here with it in your hands. Going into that realm of the truth. With the lover in your hand, which is expression of healing. You have to have a certain amount of compassion for your fellow man in order to have a healer as an archetype to begin with. And the why being the offering, and because you can. You must be held in very high esteem is what I'm getting at, for you to be asked to look even at even higher truth, if you know what I'm getting at. That's a high compliment. All right, let's go ahead and get you some. Actually, I want to use this tarot. I think it's called the Gilded. Syria. What are you called? The Gilded Tarot. I love these cards. The day that I got them, I sat them down and they got a little moist. So they're not in the absolute best shape, but these cards have character. I mean, all my cards have character. They are well loved and they all communicate very well. But what I'm getting at is they don't look the best, but they still shuffle and they still show up, so. And I felt a strong pull for them today. They're a little bit more abstract, and so that's the way we're going to go. Let's see here. So coming from the healer as the king into the realm of truth, as already someone that understands the realm of truth as a lover, and having that nourish and flourish aspect of Berkana. Wow. Okay, so let's see the situation here as the nectar. Interesting. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay? Four of Pentacles in this situation is very much king going into the nectar. This particular deck, really, this Four of Pentacles is holding his Four of Pentacles in a treasure chest in front of him. That's what he knows that is his own personal value, right? The Four of Pentacles is very much about self-contained, like ego evaluation. It can be healthy or unhealthy. This looks like a king in the realm of the nectar holding up his aspect of the lover and offering it to the world. Very much so. Wonderful. The self, strength. Very cool. Okay. Strength. Inner strength goes very well. Very well. Okay. What is the foundation, please? The Tower. The Tower. Okay. Feel like it's an untruth. Either that or it's you're coming to a place where it's intolerable to deal with things that are not true, especially with self. You're going to become very aware of the truth that if you don't believe that you are, I don't really see that because you're being the king. And you are coming from the realm of the healing. I think this is spirit calling you to go all the way. Just like the message said with the crow. You're very aware. So this seems very appropriate. This is calling you to be all you can be. Let's see the self in the past. The Seven of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. I just thought Jack of all trades, but obviously it's a very loving feeling card here. And maybe it is about a focus for you. Let's see. Although you are being asked to dance in the void. This is, wow, the moon is your surrounding environment. Okay. The truth makes a little bit more sense. The instincts of the beta wolf. You've got strength as yourself. In regards to what you hold valuable about yourself. This king aspect, absolutely holding that value. And it's funny with the king, I know I'm talking with the cards in my hand. With the king as the self and this sun or this, really this, if you can see that, it kind of looks a lot like that. Holding this value of self in your hands. And at the end here, the why, this offering is the same. It's a right hand. It almost makes you visually wonder if it has the same power in its hand in its offering. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, the moon. The moon as your surrounding environment. And again, that definitely makes sense here with dance in the void. And the general nectar as where you're going and your instincts. This is so fascinating. I feel like I'm supposed to shuffle now. Can I have the self in the present, please? Ooh, that was fast. Six of Wands. Good. Good. Okay. Self-recognition. Good. You do recognize yourself as a king. You're your own king. Absolutely. You should hold that universal self high. The only one that can manage you is you. The only one that can live in that fantasticness is yourself. And this is very, again, you are getting a compliment for holding your own energy in a head held high kind of way. It looks like very self. What is the word I'm looking for here? Following your guidance. Okay. How does the Four of Pentacles play out in the future? We have the World at the bottom, just so you know. How does this Four of Pentacles play out in the future? Oh, I got two. Okay. Let's see. All right, and Ten of Pentacles. Wonderful. That's exactly. I know there's a glare. Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. That is most definitely King realm. Certain of your own offering to the universe. It looks to me like you're right on the cusp of that. And the next level is just to absolutely own even the flexibility of what you could do, of what you can do, with the Seven of Cups in the past. All right, let's see. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, I see. Okay, the Page of Cups is you in the future. So we've got you as the Seven of Cups in the past, the Six of Wands currently. I'm sorry, in the present, in relation to this. Page of Cups, the Lover. He's got his cup in hand. The offering. You're most definitely going to, it's the most natural next level up. Dance with that void, with that truth that you know is true, that you can feel is true, especially with this nourish and flourish. And I keep pointing over here at I'm going to put it over here, at your rune. Berkana is all about that. And I love that every single card here is red, orange, pink, and yellow. Every single one except for the offering, which is just a little hair, darker here, but still coming into the color. That's fantastic. What's in the center here? That's a very good progression. It's like you were sort of maybe learning or experiencing all of the experience you had to come to understand what the healer archetype is to you right now. So you played with the stuff of the divine feminine, and you found yourself in a place where you're competent, if that makes sense, in the best way. And then self-recognize. You're recognizing yourself right now, which is exactly what you need to do. Recognizing yourself as a healer with power in your hand. Going forward, that gives you the flexibility to be able to offer it, because you're not in learning mode as far as the basics go going forward. Now you're going to hold a higher vibration of the universal truth. You're going to hold yourself to a higher standard, which is gorgeous. Wow. What's the center here? What's the center here of this fantastic expanded view of a mission? Thank you. And again, that just pulled me back to the emission. Something that we emit is your emission, right? This is a beautiful quality from the inside out emission. This is beautiful. Your center is the Hangman. Enlightened. Listen to yourself. Perspective. Beautiful. I hope this reading helps, because the Hangman is exactly that. You went from the Seven of Cups to the Page of Cups in the future. So that's definitely some focus in on what you have in your hand. Up until now, what you have earned and gained and established within your own understanding of who you are as a beautiful, beautiful person, obviously, contributing to the whole, and you're just being asked to raise it up a notch. And nourish and flourish and dance with all of that beautiful stuff. All of the invisible. All right, what's the cross here? What is up until now? Up until now. Okay. 10 of Wands. Maybe maybe the burden of that. The knowing. Which as I imagine is a hard part, and I know it to be personally. Sometimes knowing is half the battle, and you're really the only one that's ever going to judge whether you followed your own idea of the highest truth for you. I hope I said that clearly, because you're the only one that judges you, worthy or unworthy. And unfortunately, because you judged it, you are correct. And it looks like you are a viewer that understands that. But it looks like with the 10 of Wands here as the cross, it looks like maybe You fell into maybe one of those moments of knowing enough. But whatever it is, you're going to be using it going forward. I mean, you're coming from, it looks like, again, a healer, a broad healer, into a focused knowing of what you have to offer. This lover with the pearl, the golden pearl, is no joke. You know, you are the king in the stuff of the nectar with the offering in your hand. So you are most definitely going to have a wonderful trajectory here, if you choose to accept it. But it looks to me like the only thing here is to just really know what you're claiming, know what you're owning, dance with it, nourish and flourish, be flexible. Don't come into a place where, you're labeling or limiting, anything, because, it's, what did I write here? It's kind of fun to do the impossible. It's Walt Disney. I just saw that for you. It's kind of fun to do the impossible, and I think you're being told to not limit yourself. Dance with the void. Go higher. Play. Know that you have the golden pearl, here to offer, right? And it's good and true, and you can trust it. All right. What is your hope? What is I guess this will be, what is your future self, or the universe even, the great and wonderful all that is, was, or ever will be? What is your hope? I had one pop before. Just now. And that's the only, I love my lovely cards, but they kind of can get caught on each other. Alright. Okay, so we got that one, and that one. Cups on the bottom. Alright, let's see. I don't usually look at the bottom until I get there. We have Hope says the Five of Wands. Interesting. I feel like that's as if you are able to offer that in every direction. As a king, no competition, holding your own wand. Holding your own wand. Fear, we have the Ten of Swords. Well, there's not many times we gotta give up or surrender to that degree. Jumping ship, once you become awake a few times, tends to be something that you find yourself in a lot less over time. But you are in the realm of the nectar. You are in the realm of the truth. And I think that in play with the hopes as well, I think you're being asked to be flexible, to dance with the void, because the impossible is hovering somewhere around you, and I feel like you're limiting all that is. That's the feeling I just got. Okay, and the Ten of Swords progresses the Two of Swords. And this is drawing me right here with the wings over her eyes. And the moon. Intuition. And you do have the Ten of Pentacles as the situation playing out. You're going to learn that you are more. That there is more. And how fun it is to do the impossible, it looks like. The king in the realm of the nectar, with the lover in their hand because of the offering, in regards to truth and divine feminine beauty and nourishing and flourishing instincts, intuition. Wow, you are gorgeous. Whoever you are, gorgeous. All right, can we get advice, please? Oop. Thank you. Oh my gosh. The Star. It's exactly who this is from. The Star. I wrote the Star card down. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but this message is from the Star. Such a beautiful Star card. Advice. Rock that guidance. Rock that guidance. Trust in it. It's yours. It is yours. Hold that in your hand. Spread it around. Only the highest truth, though. This is something to hold high in your hand. That is so beautiful. And your outcome, please. And your outcome on this expanded view here. The next level up. The next level for your emission, if you should care to accept it, which it looks like you're accepting. And it's wonderful. I mean, who doesn't want to be a king walking through the nectar with a lover in their hand? Nine of Swords. Interesting. This particular Nine of Swords always strikes me where the figure is up here. And there's a lot going on in this card. It doesn't really actually make me think of, fear. There's also an owl outside the window right here. Then, the Nine of Swords, it makes me think just like this Ten of Swords is the fear. It's kind of like, be careful what you worry about. It's not so much like it's impending doom. It's like it's in your hands. And it says the same thing as this crow in reverse. Be careful the thoughts that you are nourishing. Instead of being rigid, which is what I was trying to say with this Ten of Wands as your cross, between who you think you are and who you really are, is you limiting the idea of who you could be, if that makes sense. Don't limit yourself. It's fun to do the impossible. There you go. Ooh. I love that. Dangerous prayers. You have a lot of power. You're walking into the realm of the nectar with a lover in your hand. I think you're being asked to be very aware of what you hold true. Especially with the effect that you have on your environment, because apparently you are a healer. And apparently a very good one, or else the universe wouldn't be complimenting you so highly and asking you to step up to the next level in your own regard and to dance with it and to nourish and flourish in it. I love that. I love that. You have the King of Swords on the bottom. Perfect. You know what that's with Apocalypsis on the bottom of the archetypes showing to me and the King of Swords, it's like the exact opposite. It's like take it in hand. Just like this king, just like the offering. Hold that lover golden pearl in your hand as you hold yourself high and see how rewarding and wonderful that is for you personally, as well as the world change around you. Wow. I feel like honored to have been able to do a reading for you, let alone it be this beautiful. I hope that added to the stream of your life. Thank you very much, Pile 1. Keep up the good work. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next reading, hopefully. Again, fantastic energy. Thank you. Hey, Pile 2. Welcome back to your new happy place. So we have a reading for you today. If you picked Pile 2, we have from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, Resilience. Sorry about the glare. And you have the Rune of Gebo, or the Gift, number 7. Okay, the Gift. The Gift. I'm really excited about this. This particular reading the first one was just phenomenal. I'm honored to read for you. I just wanted to say that. So let's go ahead. For your White Light Oracle, you have the Sun. Number 16, the Sun of 417 Hertz, which essentially states that you have what it takes to be a self-luminous being. Okay, interesting. With the Gift, we have the Sweat Lodge in reverse. Okay. Which essentially states that it's time to go into the Sweat Lodge, to take that time as a gift, which is interesting. Wow. Sounds like masculine and feminine. Excuse me. from the Awake Oracle. Masculine and feminine. Wow. It's like resilience is like carrying this entanglement on their back, right? Which is very, outward expression of what you know, or where your state is. Masculine, feminine. And then we have the sweat lodge, which is basically in reverse is saying go inside. And this is the gift to yourself to realize how strong you are. And then you have the sun here that says you have what it takes. How cool is that? Okay, so we're going to play with archetypes because I really just love the way that these play with these fantastic ideas that the universe puts in my head. So I want to knock it over though. Pardon me. Thank you. All right, so let me read this little bit about the sweat lodge in reverse because I think it's important to set this because this is a lot. Hang on, let me see here. The sweat lodge. The sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. Okay, so for the medicine, it says, life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for a while. Mother Earth is calling you into her womb and inviting you to incubate as long as needed for a spiritual rebirth. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and your seeds of beautiful potential until you come out the other side free, wise, and full of creativity. Well, how fantastic of a gift is that? Pile 2. You are being given a gift to go inward into your own personal gold mine and to excavate and shine up all those beauties that you find inside. Transition from that external resilience to that internal resilience so that you can be whole on the other side. Do you have what it takes? I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I'm yelling, but it feels like I just did. I'm happy for you. The expanded view so far is like, take it home, take it inward. All right, so what we're going to do for the archetypes is we're going to get one that shows your understanding of your assignment up until now. Okay, the verbiage is what I got this afternoon. Also, the emission, meaning the energy that you emit, E-M-I-T. And it was a very funny play on my inner being is just, funny. She thinks she's funny. So yeah, it's your emission. Your expanded view and your assignment is your emission. And that really goes with the flow as far as all of the messages I've been getting, all the readings I've been doing, which is really about take it home. Take it home and then bloom from there. Relook at where your roots are, where your conscious or unconscious actions, thoughts, decisions, beliefs, what you care for, what you don't, where all that stuff's coming from. And not even to get all murky, but to look at it. Even just to decide if you really still want that to be a part of your life or not. Those are healthy cupboard cleaning decisions, on a regular all day long basis. So as long as you, keep up somewhat of a healthy banter with your own self, you can come to see over time that, certain things are, how do I say that? All right, let's get an archetype. I was going to say, at a certain place, it becomes obvious to us personally that, we are not that person as we're kind of saying something out loud. It's almost like, oh, wait, that's maybe what the old version of me, even if that was like 10 minutes ago, but that's what the old version of me would have said, or that's something I would have said before, is what I just got. All right. So we're going into the sweat lodge. Yay. Which is a gift, really, right? Got this. And first we're going to get that archetype for where you are now, your understanding of your assignment right now. The medallion. Wonderful. All that is good right there. Highest achievement. I'm going to put that right here so you guys can see it. A little too. Okay. Nice. And then, I don't know why I keep picking that up. For the self, with this new expanded view on the assignment. Thank you. The ocean. This is going to be yourself. Okay. That's wonderful, that ocean aspect coming in as the self, as you're being asked to go into the womb of Mother Earth. Wow. You are being duly invited into the realm of the feminine. Okay, where are we going? The mask. Interesting. The duality again. This is going to sit just under masculine and feminine. The mask is all about what we've been suppressing up until now. Or this makes me think of that division again, where between resilience being an external, like, hey, I'm strong, versus the sweat lodge being, oh boy, am I as strong as I feel like I am? Let me go inside and dig out that thing that I just, that just bothered me, because that shouldn't be bothering me. Yeah. Feels like cleaning up our idea of who we are. Maybe shining up our medallion, what we have to offer, all the way, inward and out, masculine and feminine. Beautiful. What do we have in our hands? The maiden. Beautiful. All good things. Sweet, wonderful energy of innocence, best expectations, hope, love, unconditional love. Feminine. The divine feminine in hand. All right, the ocean walks into the mask. The divine feminine. The resilience walks into the mask. Walks into the sweat lodge. Great expectations in hand because of the judge, which is very much, again, with the duality. Shoot, even in relation to the medallion. What you hold high may not be what, the person sitting next to you does. And that can become a level of, spiritual expansion. Most definitely. That's the large part of it, is expressing yourself and your faith, stuff, the divine feminine. You have what it takes. Stop. No more judging. Don't suppress this. You are the medallion. And your water, your water is everything. And the way that you talk to yourself going forward is being so highlighted here. If you are not familiar, look at what sound and energy does to water, because that is really being highlighted to me. This transition between, beautiful, healthy, loved water versus distorted water that's, that's judging or being judged. not being loved, being told that it's, not anything good words, if you know what I'm saying. That's exactly what's happening. You're coming from fantastic on the outside, knowing it, I think, because this is an expansion on your current assignment. It's like you know that you're golden to a degree. Your resilience is here. You are this, you are the sun. You have what it takes. But you're also being told that you're an ocean that is suppressing. And the maiden in your hand, because of the judge, is essentially adding some love to that inner world that is either being judged, and we'll find out more with tarot. I guess I'm going really far with these, but it's definitely we're working with duality and water, and it is a gift, and you are a gift, I think is the moral of the story here. Healer at the bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the moral of the story is the limit. You know what's funny? And I got a chance to do this with pile one, but I didn't really think that this would come into play with any of the readings, but I wrote it because I heard it, and it's kind of one of my favorite quotes from Walt Disney. But it says it's kind of fun to do the impossible. And I think I think you're being asked to really look at what is impossible for you. Let's get tarot. Let's get tarot. I love this pile too. You guys are beautiful. I mean, this gift that you're being given, this gift that you have as a healer, as really, apparently, a real gift to the world. You are a gift. And it's time for you to kind of re-gift yourself by going into this metaphorical sweat lodge, womb of the earth, and bringing your divine feminine up to balance that judge out. Because, no matter how resilient you are on the outside, which is, that takes a lot of experience to get to, and I am not cutting it down. But that's exactly why you have what it takes to go into this sweat lodge aspect and become even more whole from the inside out. Can you imagine the medallion that you would have in your hand at that point, right? I think that's exactly what it is. It's like, go inside and shine yourself up a little bit, because you are a gift. You are the gift. And thank you. It's a pleasure to read for you. I mean, the universe speaks very highly of you. It wants you to easy with the judge stuff. Okay. I love this for you. Let's see the situation. The Tower. Talk about judge. I'm sorry for the glare. But yeah, that seems like the situation. The judge. Harsh critic of your own self-worth, maybe, of your own gift, of you being a gift. You have what it takes. Oh. Okay. So the Four of Wands is you, the self, in relation to the Tower. Excuse me. Illumination. You know that you know this. You know that you're judging. You know that you're not being as sweet as you could be. And you do have this in your hand. And you are being asked to pour it all over yourself on the inside. Okay. I kind of really like the way that feels. Let's keep going. Let's get some more information. It's almost like you graduated from resilience. It feels as if you know that you're on this line of, okay, I need to go inward and focus, which I think is collectively true. And really what we hold valuable is the only thing that really is going to ever um, have super importance for us personally. And, as soon as we claim our wonderful value as we see it, others are able to see it as well. And even if others are able to see something, if we don't personally see it, we won't believe them, no matter how many compliments they give us, right? So I think the judge aspect is definitely a warming for yourself. A warming for yourself. Oh, if that's a way to say anything. All right, we have the Page of Wands as the foundation. The Page of Wands. In this instinct, it almost feels like the judge. In this instance, I'm sorry. Self in the past. Oh, Ace of Wands. Awesome. Very medallion. Yeah. Okay. You know you're doing the thing. This is you in the past. You know that you're valuable. I wonder if you came aware of it from the outside and let's put more down. Now I'm like curious, right? Okay, so what's the surrounding environment? Strength. Interesting. Surrounding environment. Strength. You have what it takes. And the strength is very much a maiden and a lion. And that faith in the infinite and the power of the divine feminine is exactly what controls the lion. It doesn't even control the lion, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure where I was going. The innocence here, you need to take advantage of that being in your hands. And I don't even think it's the innocence so much as it is the faith in all that's good for you to actually be your true self and to heal that judging aspect, to allow some divine feminine to clean your water or to recrystallize your own ocean, if you know what I'm saying. Look up water experiments again, if you're not familiar with it. This is about your water and having faith and, compassion for yourself. Okay. Let's see the self in the present, please. It's time to shuffle. And this is a gift. You are a gift. This is all about a gift. So, and it looks like you are giving this gift to yourself. Yes. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. You are giving this gift to yourself. Very good. And you're very balanced. You have masculine, feminine here. The judge. Even the mask is balanced. 6 of Pentacles. Very balanced in a tower situation. Wow. That tower, the crown on it, it has to be rolled by a human with a heart. So, there is something to be said for that. A tower can't wear a crown. That has to go on an individual with a heart. Someone here represented by the sun, no less. All right. Woo. That's a lot, though. Oh, that's too much. It's like 6 cards. All right, let's go ahead with how does this tower play out, please, in the future? And maybe tell us, actually, just a clear message would be great. 3 of Pentacles. All right, holding that medallion up high so other people can see it. Oh, your candle went out. Okay, shining from within. Hold on. let me go ahead and replace your candle. I'll be right back. Thank you. I know it wasn't but a moment, but I do appreciate that. We have your candle back in play. Not sure where I left off, so I'm going to go ahead and get your self in the future. What do we have to represent the self in the future? Thank you. 8 of Cups. Okay. That quest inward to that sweat lodge, because that resilience, that masculine, that expression, that suppression, has become imbalanced. It is definitely time to go inward. Inward for sure. Shine it up on the inside. You're being given the gift of going inward. Wow, this is beautiful. Can I get the center, please? The catalyst, the bridge, the event that will maybe be a spark for you, again, in regards to a marker for you in this expanded view. And this is my very favorite 2 of Wands in the whole world. Look at that beautiful card. Still has the gray parts on it. I mean, that is a guided path if I've ever seen one. Well lit. Deer. I think it's a buck. And a fellow that resembles the fool standing there at the fork in the road for the 2 of Wands. That path into the sweat lodge. And he doesn't have very much, again, resembles the fool. Doesn't have very much. I don't know if you could see that, but doesn't have much in his little hacky pack there, or whatever those things are called. Hack sack, hobo bag. It's a choice. It's a choice. Wow. I think you're definitely being asked to go inside, because there's a gift in there that you are not acknowledging. I don't know why I feel so strongly about that part. Maybe it's the sun here, and what is the cross here? And the medallion. I think it comes back down to the medallion, and obviously the gift as your rune. I'm just not sure what the block is here. Maybe the cross is exactly where we need to be here. What is in the way here, Spirit? Besides the choice, it looks like it's going to be a well-guided, a lit-up path. So you're going to choose. Let's see what the cross is right now, though. Jump out. Oh, wow. And the Fool on the bottom. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is your cross. The truth. The truth. Again, with this tower here, whatever it was up until now, you found out the truth, or you've been keeping a truth from yourself. Either way, you've been using it in a way, or it's, how do I say that? It's time to be kind with that sword to yourself, as far as the judge and the mask aspect go. And What's the universe's hope for you here? With this Ace of Swords. Maybe this truth is what is actually going to let you know that it's time to choose to go into the sweat lodge aspects, into that realm of suppression with love in your hand, because you are judging yourself, and it is time to find balance and to not. You're resilient. You don't have to work on resilient anymore. Now you need to look at why you're resilient and what's beautiful in spite of resilience. Resilience is a beautiful, beautiful thing that, we do all grow because of life experience. That is what makes us fully capable of, being qualified as resilient, correct? It's time to go inside and clean house. Burn it up from within. The sweat lodge, that womb of Mother Earth, that's sweating out the toxic, right? That's healing from the inside out. And you're being given this gift to really do this for yourself. Go inside and shine that medallion. Because you do know that you hold this value. I mean, you got the Ace of Wands as you in the past, and the Six of Pentacles as you in the current. So you are aware that you have what you have to offer in regards to the external or the material plane. Again, this masculine, this resilience aspect. But it is definitely time to go inside. Hope. We have the Four of Pentacles, that you will see this full value. This Four of Pentacles, I am person here is holding all Four Pentacles in a little treasure chest in his hands for everybody to see, but to let them know that it is his. This is personal power. This is what he knows to have and hold as self-worth. That's his medallion, right? That's wonderful. A full person, not only half, the other half suppressed. Yeah. Fear. It's going to be the Page of Swords. There's that sword again. The Judge. There's something about that. The Judge aspect, I do believe it is. Yeah. How does that fear play out, please? How does that fear play out? Evolve. I'm sorry. How does it evolve? Because this is an expanded view of awesomeness, so how does that evolve? Fear is the Page of Swords. How does that evolve? Just one. Pardon me. Again, I love these cards, but they are a bit loved. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles. Again, back on your path. Judging healthy. No suppression. Moving forward at a healthy clip. Fully immersed in the physical. Knowing where you're going. Good. So it's the judge aspect. The judging of self that's going to be loved by you. You're adding some love. You got love in your hands, so. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Ace of Pentacles as advice. This is going to be laying right next to the medallion, right? Advice, hold that self-worth. Hold your head high. Hold that value from the universe right in your hand. Right in your hand. There is no judge, love. You are the only one judging yourself, and you're being asked to return to innocence. to how beautiful you really are, and how much value you really do hold. And that's the truth. This Ace of Swords, and divine intervention, there's no joke right there. You're definitely being asked to go inside and clean your house, clean your awesomeness, because you really do have, you are so much. You're a gift. I'm astounded that I can even give somebody that has this much wonderfulness a message that says go inside and burn up the little vestiges of what you have left over from some crap that got in your way and made you think that you were less than what you are. That's not okay. What's the ideal outcome here of this next step? Haha, the Queen of Pentacles. Love it. Absolutely an ownership of her self-worth. The Ace of Pentacles as advice, the Queen of Pentacles as the outcome. You've got this. That is the Sun in action. You've got what it takes. Make that choice. Go inward. It's a gift from the universe. You'll be well taken care of while you do it. While you're in there, make sure you love yourself completely to the place where you won't allow yourself to judge yourself anymore. You'll be so okay with you and how awesome you know what? No one else can be you. And just knowing that in the moment that you're in is a wonderful well of love. You know what I'm saying? You're exactly who you're supposed to be in the moments that you're in, especially somebody that the universe is saying you are a gift, love. You are a gift. It's time for you to love yourself on the inside and remind yourself of all that loveliness. Come to a balance. And it looks like that's where you expand, because it's like you perfected it on the outside. Now it's about going inside and loving yourself through whatever judging has happened up until now, and going forward, not judging yourself to be limited. I hope that made sense. We have the Two of Cups on the bottom. And I love this aspect of unity, with the rainbow between the two. Very cool Two of Cups. You have what it takes. Please go inward. And you're going to bloom like a lotus, right? No mud, no lotus. I love this for you. It was a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much. I would love to hear a comment. It's something in regards to this particular story, because it's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me that you are such a gift, and it's really just about taking that on and some balm to your soul on the inside, and reminding yourself of how wonderful you are, and cutting this judging. You are a gift, love. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if I added to the stream of your life. And hopefully we see you in the next reading. Till then, peace. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome back to your new happy place. If you chose the rune of Destiny or Perdho, again, number 14, this is the reading for you. And also, we have number 20 with Beauty from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Beautiful. And I love that this face is made out of nature. Like, it's basically unseen with just some vegetation made into it's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, Beauty, Destiny. All right, Spirit, where do we go from there? We have the Devara Pacha. I think I'm saying that right. Which essentially is the Holy Grail. That blessing, that flow of the universe being good and true and beautiful. Hope, the fountain of abundance right there. Meow. This is our little mascot, North Star. Yes. She's a saber-toothed kitty tiger. Tiger kitty. From the Awake Oracle, you guys got 2. We have Begin Anew. Begin Anew. Wow. With the Devara Pacha here, that's fantastic. What's the other? The Unseen. Wow. The Unseen. I don't know where I want to put this yet. So let's see what we have here. The Time Master. The Time Master represents time being more cyclic than linear, and being aware of, the fact that time works in cycles and fractals and patterns, and it's all about your perspective. Which again, beauty here. I was just referencing, how you can see a face in this nature. I'm sure it was intended with this particular picture, but you can also, find beauty even when others can't see it. And I'm not really sure where I was just going with that. Perspective. Wow. Okay, so we're like miles in already, and I haven't even pulled a card yet. I love that. I feel like Time Master. Begin anew. Unseen beauty. All right, let's go there. Thank you. Okay, so archetypes. I shuffled these really good. But what I want to do first is have the great and wonderful all that is show us what you have in mind as far as your assignment up until this moment, right? So kind of an idea of where you're coming from. And then we're going to have a few more come out, as well as some tarot, to see what your expanded view on that mission is. Okay? And mission, by mission, I mean e-mission. I have been corrected by my higher self that it is an e-mission that we're talking about here. Something that, you are the third pile, and both piles do seem to have been, advised to, become more, really, and that includes the unseen, the invisible, that stuff of faith and hope and blessings and the illusion of time and perspective and all of these wonderful things that, unfortunately they are invisible until we, recognize them, and to whatever degree, show that we're aware of them and what we do with it and how we progress in life, knowing more than we did, the moment before. So, interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get you started. I love these cards. I really do. These archetype cards are just wonderful. All right. The wonderful collective, your new happy place viewer. That is, up until now, agape. Agape. Love. That unconditional, wonderful kind. Agape. I think we'll put this right here. See that? Yeah. Okay. So you're coming from straight love. All right. So let's see the self going forward into the expanded view with this begin anew. Because this is straight love. I mean, wow. Anima Mundi. So you went from the straight unconditional love life force to the life force itself. Wow. That's pretty dynamic right there. That's pretty dynamic. Okay. And where is, I can't get it to stand up. There we go. Where is the Anima Mundi going? Into the realm of the crone. Nice. Okay. Becoming aware that you are the time master and of the unseen. Perhaps. Maybe you already are. You are going into the realm of the crone. This is what you have in your hand. The siren. As a tool. Beauty. The Holy Grail. Let's see. And the why of it is the hearts. Well, that seems very appropriate. That seems very appropriate. The heart. Okay. Your destiny. Inaman Mundi goes into the realm of. Sorry. It's almost like it's time to walk with wisdom now. Hmm. Interesting. Almost like this is a big wide love, agape. It's almost like now that you know what that can do, it's time to put it into play with a blessing. Okay. Well, I'm excited. Let's see what you have on the bottom. We'll get tarot. The one. Of course you do. Coming to a reading with destiny as your rune. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got the one on the bottom. We've got agape as where you're coming from. Anima Mundi as yourself. Going into the realm of the crone, being asked to begin anew with the understanding of time being not a linear thing. With the blessing of the Holy Grail here, that portal itself of the heart. The siren in hand. It's almost like you're going into the realm of the crone with what you believe to be true of yourself, which is not a bad thing. But you're going into the realm of the crone with the siren in your hand. So it's like you are already aware of the siren. And it's because of your heart. Because of the heart. Wow. It's expansion for sure. That's expansion for sure. Let's see what tarot has to say. Temperance. Situation. Beautiful. I love these cards. I think this is the Gilded Tarot. I want to say. I'm not real sure. I've had it for a long time. Temperance seems very Anima Mundi. With the heart and the time master and the flow. Let's see the self here. This is a big one. Oh, wow. The highest self, higher self it is. Look at that King of Wands. Some Anima Mundi for sure. Wow. Foundation, please. I feel like I'm supposed to shuffle here. What is the foundation? This is a very powerful, it feels like a powerful shift. Powerful shift. Oh my. Judgment is going to be your foundation. Interesting, especially coming from agape. And this being your destiny. With you being the King of Wands. So it's your higher self all day. And the realm of temperance, which means, essentially alchemy of mixing the old with the new perspective. Anima Mundi meets the Time Master. Wow. This is impressive. Okay, so let's see the self in relation to the expanded view here in the past. The Hanged Man. Okay. Open. Beautiful. in the flow, awoke or awaiting the understanding that you have now. Okay, great. So this is where we're coming from. Again, what is the surrounding environment within this change? What is the surrounding? Just one place. Thank you. Now, I'll take another one. All right, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups. It's going to be your surrounding environment. And that's interesting with the heart being the why. And we have the Holy Grail here, beauty, the unseen even. Animamundi. Page of Cups. As the self in the present. Beauty. New. It's definitely a new offering. Coming from the Hanged Man via the King of Cups as your surrounding environment. Page of Cups seems very appropriate considering we're talking about the heart and love and the cycles of that. And how good and wonderful the flow of the unseen really is, and how you always can begin anew. And you can heal the past at the same time as you're healing the present and the future. Okay. How does the temperance play out, please? The goal here with the expanded view, this next level. Oh my gosh. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Destiny again. Destiny again. The Time Master speaks of the wheel. You know, you are on the wheel turning right now. The wheel is turning. Grab a hold of the cup. Grab a hold of that cup, that heart, that's yours, that thing that animates you. The beauty of the unseen and how it looks like to interact with that and to actually gain the wisdom that you have. How do I say that? Okay, let's see the self in the future, because that was a song. Let's go. Somehow it's hard to explain there. I'm hoping the cards are going to help me, because this is a very expansive view. Very expansive. Seven of Pentacles. Almost applying the Time Master and the Animamundi in the realm of the crone. Nourishing value. I almost feel like admiring, like appreciation. But that doesn't seem like a big enough word. What's the center here? What is the center? Thank you. Four of Swords. Okay. Guidance within. The Animamundi. Going into the realm of the crone. Essentially temperance. With a siren in the end. It's almost like life wants to remind you that you never die, love never ends, prayer is real, faith is power, time is cyclic. And that you're already so wise to the siren. Real beauty is in the heart, in your heart. And temperance is such a beautiful card to show that, the past being held in the hand with a new perspective, the begin anew. Time Master, calm. Wow. Super expansive. I mean, and I have fun with a huge perspective, but this is definitely an expanded view of your assignment. Okay, so what is the cross here? What is the cross here? What will we be learning? I'm not even learning. What aspect are we expanding? Okay, both. Face down. Okay, King of Swords. King of Swords. It's interesting with the Time Master and the Siren and the Jabbar Pasha. It's like rescuing your own heart. From the sirens. Like, I feel like what I want to say, every time I go to say it, it's almost like too elusive. So bear with me. This is a destiny conversation, and it is wide open angle that I gave, the universe to help us out with here. So I asked for it. Let me go ahead and take a moment before I say too much, because I don't want to speak too soon, because it is so beautifully expansive. But in a real life destiny kind of way. Wow. We have the three of, excuse me with the ums, I am working on it. The Three of Wands for your hopes, which is essentially the Time Master. The time is in your hands. And you have the around the crown, and we're seeing how the unseen works, how patterns work. I don't need that knife. Alright, what's the fear here, please? Maybe that'll help. What's the fear here? Eight of Swords. Okay. The Eight of Swords for your fear. And we have the Nine of Swords as the evolution of that fear. You're very aware of what your thoughts do. The Crone. Wisdom. Especially with the Four of Swords being the catalyst here, and the King of Swords being the cross. So you're taking it. You're coming into the understanding that that sword is yours. That how you see your life progressing, or your next expanded view, how you see this playing out is in your hands. And it looks to me like you're buying into what the sirens say, but you're going into the realm of the crone. Not necessarily buying in. You do have it in your hand. You're aware of it, but you're also aware that you're there for the heart. With the Holy Grail here representing and beauty. I think it's come back home to the inside and remember what you do truly feel and find beautiful in life. What is a blessing? What is something, what that realm of the heart for you apparently is being limited or, assailed, unfortunately, by the realm of the thought or the word, or the aspect of wisdom to some degree. Whether this information is coming from, an external, or, wisdom that you're not perhaps taking on as if you are hearing it. But it does look like it's a battle for wisdom over the siren. I mean, the crone versus the siren is essentially it's internal, animal. It's common sense in every direction. The crone is wisdom via experience, other people's experience, understanding patterns, the way that time works, etc. So it's like the crone is your own wisdom, your own source of that wisdom, your own access to it, etc. And the siren is exactly what it sounds like. The outside of that. And it's for your own heart. It's for your own heart. Yeah. Let's see what your advice is. This is beautiful. It really is. It's like the Holy Grail is here to help you rescue yourself. To help you remember to find, remember what's true. Remember what true feels like, because what the siren says is does not feel true. Does not feel beautiful. And usually is related to something, it's interesting, the Time Master. Again, with, not falling for illusions of time, with destiny, Wheel of Fortune. You have the Four of Cups as your advice. That's definitely Spirit handing you the Holy Grail. That cup full of love that you're already aware of, that you're already part of the one. And it's like you're being, I wonder, because you do have the siren in your hands, I wonder if you're meant to educate others on this, which is interesting. Your hope is to be able to see it, speak. Let me see what the outcome is here. That just kind of popped in there, and I would love to say it for you, but I'm not sure. And this is just the next level, but you've got some huge level players here. You've got agape love, you've got the one, you've got the Holy Grail, got the heart as the why, Anima Mundi as yourself. Like, we've got some very, very high level, jeez, oh man, the Star as the outcome. I would say that you have definitely been brought to the place where you understand these things. You understand these things. Going into the realm of the crone with the siren in your hand. Wow. Coming from unconditional love, fantastic understanding of that, even. You come into a destiny where you understand the difference between a crone and a siren. How the universe works versus how you're being told, or what other information is coming in that you're really going to need to trust your own senses as far as whether it's true or not. But ultimately, it is because of the heart, the Holy Grail. Begin anew, the unseen. Wow. The guidance within evolves the world towards a heaven that is already here. To know this is to know your destiny. We have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Like, to know this is to know your destiny. Share your grail. It is because of the heart. I feel like I need another card for you. What do I want to get here? What do I want to get? I think, you know what, let me get one more for this out. 5 of Wands. You know, this to me, I was going to say, I'm hovering on whether you're learning this or if you are teaching others. And with this 5 of Wands coming up, it's almost like you doing it is going to, you taking on this whole understanding of the difference between the crone and the siren, and you being able to influence any moment that you're in because you are capable, absolutely. And it's almost like I said, with this 5 of Wands coming in addition to clarify the star, it's like you're being asked to, like, not necessarily lead by example, but that you being the absolute best version of yourself is going to be such an example. That I can't even really find the right words for it. I mean, you're being represented by the star and the Holy Grail. Anima Mundi. The crown. I just want to say thank you. And I feel like your spiritual common sense, and I am not downplaying your destiny by any means. This is what we need. We need someone that knows the difference between the crone and the siren. Most definitely. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you very, very much for allowing me to read for you, because I personally, I feel like I'm almost stuttering. I don't have any words to tell you um, other than keep doing what you're doing, and please, by all means, share that grail. It's for the heart. Your anima mundi is spot on. Lead by example, or feel free to share that. But it is your destiny to essentially be walking temperance. Do look into anima mundi. Wow, I'm gonna have to leave it there because your destiny is astounding. I don't think I can actually put a word around it. I think that's the point here. You're gonna get exactly out of it more than. I mean, this is the biggest blessing you can get, is the Holy Grail itself. Again, backed up by the one. So thank you very much. I hope you feel called to like and subscribe, because it was really a pleasure meeting you, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Until then, thank you and peace.